have this habit in my sleep of stripping.
What?
So I woke up and I had my blanket still, but I wasn't wearing anything underneath it.
You took your shirt off on the plane?
Yeah. And I was sitting beside like a 16-year-old boy at the time. I'm probably like 25.
This kid is like,
And
fuck yeah.
I have no idea where my shirt is at this point because I was also...
Are you wearing a bra?
No, because I was wearing a bathing suit that was like tied around my neck, and I do remember because I was like wearing a tank top, but I remember untying it because it was like uncomfortable.
The bathing suit.
Yeah, like that was like before I went to sleep, but I was still wearing a shirt.
Right.
But I untied the bathing suit because it was like around my neck, and then was just like, oh, that's okay. I don't need to be wearing a bra because I'm just going to like tuck myself in. But yeah, no, full. I woke up just like this.
Tits out wearing a scarf on a plane. Holy shit!
Yeah, and I'm like, there's no way that I wasn't just...
Was this in first class or coach?
It was his coach.
Because if it was first class, this kid is like, I'm only flying like this.
Yeah.
And and then I had to like try and like rub it and like pick up my shirt from the ground and...
Do you think the kid noticed?
400%. Like, there's no
He's
way...
staring at you like
What are you
this?
talking about? You're a 16-year-old kid and some 25-year-old girl beside you is taking off the top in her sleep.
He's gone to the bathroom 4 times on this flight?
Yeah, no, but I remember like... Because I remember waking up and kind of being like... and be like, oh, man.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, so that one is a one that I'm glad that I just shared with the internet.
Did you guys see, I saw that Travis Kelce said recently they asked him about retirement. Travis Kelce of the Chiefs or of the Taylor Swift boyfriend, depending on what neck of the internet you come from.
What do you...
He said that like he was really enjoying being on camera now because he's got a podcast and he was on SNL. He did well.
Everybody thinks they can have a podcast these days. What's this guy bringing?
But he said, yeah, he was considering another career in entertainment after his NFL. And I realized we went about this the wrong way.
You need to be a football player first.
We would have had a better time trying to make the NFL,
Right.
trying to,
Date Taylor Swift.
and then be like, hey, I'm going to do stand-up after the fact.
That's perfect.
Way easier, right?
But
How hard could the NFL be to make?
If you were a professional sport, which sport would you pick?
If I was to be in the league?
Yeah, to be in the league.
Like, probably, like, and height doesn't matter. I'm me. Am I me?
No, you're you.
But I did make it.
You made it.
Oh, bowling.
Yeah, that's the strong one.
The NBA.
Really?
Because it's my favorite one to play.
Yeah, and favorite one to watch, but once you're in it, you probably hate it.
Right, my knees hurt.
Yeah.
My knees hurt and I'm tired.
I'm so
All the
tired.
time. Everybody's dunking on you. Like, you made it, but you're probably not great.
Every night.
Let's be real. You're
I'm a
5'11". You got
coming in for 2 minutes left for
Everybody
garbage
be
time.
really angry as to why you made it.
Yeah, like, this guy can't even. Am I still?
I should go do a podcast instead.
I'm this talented. I'm missing still.
yeah.
Somehow I got drafted.
Somehow. You're the son of the owner of the team. They're just like, look, my kid needs a job.
Still the coach's son. It pays $15 million a year.
Not bad. Jenna, what professional sport would you pick?
Probably tennis.
Yeah.
Oh, the side to side. You're not worried about the knees?
You're just worried about injury.
I'm always worried about knees in these fantasies.
No, I think. Well, actually, no. I don't know. I would probably blow it on tennis because it would be like a lot of pressure because it's just you.
That's right.
You can't hide.
You're a bit of a
behind
choke
anyone.
artist.
That's true. However, I'm also a bit of a narcissist, so I like getting all the attention.
Yeah.
So I'm back on tennis.
What about golf?
Golf sucks.
Because golf is probably the one that like I have the body I could make. Because you don't really need like you don't need a
that Phil
6'8".
Mickelson body.
I got that Phil Mickelson, that John Daly body coming in.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Golf is like a rock star sport now. People are going to Dubai and just playing for
Hundreds of millions a year.
yeah. It's just, I don't know. And most people that play golf are pretty lame, right? So it's pretty good for them.
Pretty lame.
Wow, what kind of rock stars are coming out? Except for John Daly, what kind of rock stars are coming?
Timberlake plays golf. He's good at golf.
Yeah, well, those are rock stars that do play golf, and I'm talking about that come from the golf world that
crossover.
Yeah, crossover.
Tiger Woods?
Yeah, nah. You didn't know that he was a rock star until after he won everything.
Oh.
And then it turns out he's just sleeping with everybody and taking every single pill that he can find.
Do you think Tiger
Does he
Woods?
take a lot of pills?
Does he know? Yeah, he takes. Well, yeah, whatever it was for his back surgery.
It's because he's in pain.
He's in pain, but then you mix that with a little bit of vodka, and then he's driving his car off into the middle of a ditch.
Did he do that? I don't know anything. All I remember is the wife smashed the car.
Oh yeah, with the golf
That's
club.
why he was driving away. He was driving away from her.
The best.
Yeah, he was having multiple affairs with like waitresses and.
That's so good that she smashed it with a golf. Like it seems like it was a PR stunt, but it was real life.
Yeah, it was.
You know what I mean? Like it was like I feel like it really made him famous.
It made him famous.
I'm sure maybe people knew who he was before.
He wasn't. It's the jury's out on whether he was famous before. He was just a guy.
I'm gonna give all of the credit to the angry wife.
I mean, you're right. She did make a statement
Yeah,
using the very tool that made them billionaires.
it's very good. It's very good.
What do you know her name?
Elise.
I mean, I don't. I know she was a Swedish
Woods.
model at some point. Yeah, that's good. You got Mrs. Woods.
Okay. Did you
It's
guys
true.
heard
You
that
don't
Michael
have to-
Jordan, when Tiger Woods and Michael Jordan went to the club in Vegas and Tiger was shy and he was like, I don't know how you talk to these girls. What do you say? And he said, tell them you're Tiger Woods. Wow, silence. That's not interesting either, you guys?
Ah, man, I'm starting to wonder. I'm starting to realize why we get so many low views on these things.
No, we're going to heavily edit this pod. I'll tell you what, there's going to be some speeding up.
Let me tell you a third-hand story. That's not good.
You're right. We need to up the danger. Get these people what they want.
Wait, I want to know Scott's sport.
Darts, as I told you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those guys seem like they're having a good time.
They
right?
seem like they're drunk playing, right? You're
Yeah,
a pro
they-
dart player. You're drunk.
I mean, they use it for counterbalance. One pint in one hand, right, and then you're leaning over and throwing the darts.
And they have like mohawks and shit, and the
They-
crowd is like super
Whoa,
into
you
it.
could have a mohawk.
I'd have a serious mohawk. I'd have a wicked belly going in, and I'd like a Guy Fieri style shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
And then just hit a couple triple 20s and be on my way.
What's stopping you from doing that now?
Probably the darts.
That would help views if you're wearing a Guy Fieri like shirt, have a purple mohawk, and you're having
And
him in
you're
a
always just
pint
throwing darts places.
next to guest heads.
That's it. That just make a cool point, and that's what I say there. Triple 20.
It just like
180.
You're gonna come in here, and there's gonna be a dartboard next time.
Yeah.
Hanging.
Yeah.
How many subscribers or views would we have to get or listens to this pod for you to completely change your look to that look?
1.
We can make that happen.
We're doing whatever we can here to try and appease the internet. And as I know, the internet is they're appeasable.
A peaceful, fun-loving
They
place.
love it. They love it. But yeah, you were saying that you just got off the Epstein's list.
Yeah, I got scrubbed off.
Yeah.
There's a guy you can call. He's got a whiteout pen.
Yeah.
He works at the FBI. He's expensive, but well worth it.
If you is there anything on the internet that you would want scrubbed?
Of me?
Yeah.
Most of the clips from this podcast.
That's fair. So because you posted probably your whole life, you posted a bunch of probably pictures of yourself. Any like racy things that made their way to the old internet there?
Have you gone back and done a scrub? Because I know a lot of people have done like a
yeah.
Facebook self scrub where they've scrolled back to like 2006 when it came out and just deleted
No, I
statuses
wouldn't do that. It'd be too embarrassing
to even see it for yourself.
to even like relive it. And I'm never gonna be in a situation where people are gonna look at my 2006 Facebook. So I'm
18.
just,
Well, they are now. They're just gonna be like Jenna Wood 2006. Holy
You get
shit.
1,000 friend requests tonight.
No, it's like I can't even imagine like looking at tagged photos. Ugh.
Well, do you remember when Facebook came out? We would it was before no one would DM. You would write on people's walls like, "Hey, come over tonight, big sexy."
Wait, what?
Right? We'd all write that. Hey, come over tonight, big
Who'd you
sexy.
say that to?
Friends and family, cousins, people you hadn't seen in a while. Hey, big sexy. Sexy talk.
Your girlfriend's very lucky.
She's so lucky. I
What's
gotta
up,
add her on
big
Facebook.
sexy?
But
A couple of live journal posts I want scrubbed.
Live journal?
Yeah.
What was
Also,
that?
like videos when they photo albums, and you go out for a night, you post like 180 photos.
Yeah, from the
that
digital
night.
camera.
Yeah.
That's when you believed the internet was safe and everything was like your own.
You're right. You were looking forward to seeing the entire camera roll posted the
It'd
next
honestly be, like,
day.
96. Like if people post like twice in a day, I'm like, woof. Like
That
I
is
don't-
so
I never
funny.
wanna look. I never will. I never will.
I've seen that people have like gone back. I had a friend of mine who works in banking, and he had to go back and because he had shared
Scrub
like
all of his
racist
racist tweets.
jokes. Yeah, exactly. And like all these things that,
Racist jokes aren't cool anymore.
believe it or not in banking, they're really killing it
That's fair.
in the
I
Golden
mean,
Globes.
Honestly, why do you have that in the first place?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah. I know a guy also who Halloween he did blackface. I'm friends with the prime minister.
Yeah. Sounds like you're hanging out with a lot of unscrupulous people there.
But when that came out, when Trudeau got caught for blackface or exposed or revealed or however you want to, whatever verbiage you want to use,
yeah.
I thought of this guy. I was like, oh my God, that guy I went to university with did that. He dressed up as Kanye West. He was a white guy. And I immediately did the Facebook scrub. Like I went to Facebook to see if I could find and scrolled through his feed, and he'd cleaned it out. No evidence. But I know. There's people who know.
What are these journal entries? Sorry.
Oh, LiveJournal was a thing on the internet. It was like Tumblr, where you just would write journals and then you have other people follow them and you just document your life,
like
but
a
in
blog.
text form. Yeah, it's a blog.
So like people could read your diary essentially.
Yeah, people can
online.
read your diary.
And how do we find these? Because
Well, no, you will never find them.
What were you writing? Were you writing like, oh man, Big Sexy was so mean to me today?
Yeah. He wrote on my Facebook wall there. No. I was traveling through Norway at the time, so I was just writing about the travels there. It's just random stuff. But anyway, some of them
A little edgy?
cringe.
Oh,
I
cringe.
bet I like connected with somebody that I hadn't talked to in like 15 years recently, and they had like wrote me a message on Facebook Messenger, and like the last messages were like 15 years ago, and I like read the last one that I wrote, and I was like, who wrote that? I was like, oh dear Lord. And then I like went to go back one more, and I was like, oh, I can't do it.
You couldn't even see anymore. Like you were just like, I can't even deal with
I
this.
threw my phone, threw my camera out, my computer in the garbage. Never
Yeah.
looked at it again.
Because of what you wrote back, you're like, who is this person and why are they talking like this?
Yeah.
It was just so cringy.
It was so cringy, and it was like trying to make jokes, and like it was like 21-year-old Jenna trying to be like, and I was like, no,
Oh, I'd love.
never again.
Give us a taste. What was 21-year-old Jenna giving us?
Oh my God, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even want to talk about it. Like next week.
Are you starting to sweat right now?
I know.
It is funny when you see like the last message from someone, especially if you're like, oh, I should reach out to Brian. I haven't talked to him forever. I need something from him. And then you see the last message is like exactly something crazy.
Yeah.
Or you didn't answer something. Please come tonight. We need your help.
Then 15 years later, I need something from you.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that I have anything public though that I would need to scrub from the internet. I think that everything is like pretty. Well, no, that's not true because I'm sure there's pictures. I also have I remember there's a video of me, but I think it was sent via like Messenger. Like I think it was private to my old roommate of me like doing a lip sync to "Anything for Love" by Meatloaf into a popsicle, and like I know it's not my finest hour,
But someone has this recording
it exists somewhere.
on a pixelated phone, maybe.
Yeah, and I think about it far too frequently.
It might be out there somewhere and come back and get you.
Like I might even be in my underwear. Like I think it was like
It sounds like you are in your underwear.
it was like self-filmed too. Like I sent it to her to like make her feel better.
Oh, and you filmed it. You filmed yourself in your underwear singing this song into a popsicle.
I'm
to
a
send
really
it to a
good friend.
Yeah, they appreciated that.
And like, dear Big Sexy, I hope you feel better. Here's a little something.
Yeah, no.
Do you have anything? Do you ever worry you were into pornography like Jenna, self-made?
Self-made? No. I'm sure there's a lot of. Luckily, during my heyday of doing bad things, no one took a lot of photos. You had disposable cameras.
It was
Back
just
in the
one of
70s.
the
It's just
ones you
one-
wind up.
to set it up.
Stay still, will ya?
With a cloak. Get someone to put the cloak over the back and then have the flash pan there and ready to go.
You're gonna enjoy your trip on the Titanic.
Yeah. So
Right.
I assume people are going to regret some of the things that they do today. Like when your brain is mush, you got that hot watermelon brain, and you're just posting whatever you can find out there, posting your hot takes in life, and then probably going to come back.
I don't think that people will care. I think that the younger generation has less shame than we do.
And that's great.
Oh, it's great. I'm jealous of it.
You think they'll be like, yeah, we know we were 16 and dumb and we were making prank videos in Subway restaurants.
Yeah, then they probably just like repost it and be like, OMG.
And it gets 20 million views and then they get rich off it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the younger generation will be so rich from all these viral hits that they won't be embarrassed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Time to
Go
time to
back
post
into
that
my
lingerie video of you singing into the popsicle.
I don't know if it's a lingerie. I'm pretty sure it was like, it wasn't a sexy video.
Yeah, you're singing Meatloaf.
Into a popsicle.
It's just a good time right there. Is that your karaoke track?
No, I hate karaoke.
You do.
I do. That would be my karaoke track though. Nah. I don't know if I don't know if I have the range.
To sing Meatloaf? That's
I
fair.
feel like I would get too into it. Like when the woman sings.
There's a woman in that song?
Oh, yeah.
I thought Meatloaf was just doing a little falsetto.
No. And she's like, would you hose me down with holy water?
What?
If I get too hot.
Have I never listened to this full song? Probably
I
not.
got a video for you.
Oh, yeah, there's motorcycles. There's
Is there anything you've ever made on the internet that you're like embarrassed of?
made on the
Like
internet.
not even accidentally leaked, but like you made it thinking it was really good at the time.
Oh, sure. I did a bunch of sketches back in the day that I thought were like bangers and were not anything.
Have you taken them down or they're still there?
No, they're off. They're off the internet, as
They're
far as I know.
Yeah.
At least. But I'm sure but like, who cares? Nobody wants to see that garbage anyways.
I remember once going to like a casting director workshop and they told us at the workshop, like, don't make YouTube videos. We look for them. And I remember panicking and calling my girlfriend at the time at the lunch break being like, here's my Google password. You got to delete all these videos, even though like they were fine, but just being so panicked that this casting director was going to take a 15-minute break to Google my name and delete,
Yeah,
blacklist me.
I'm sure they do, right? And they're like, how many views does this person have?
Yeah, now that's what it would be. Because
Yeah.
even if they don't think they're funny, but they've got 20 million views, they'd be like, wow, we got to hire old Scott here.
I'm sure that's a job now, is just to like background check people on
Yeah.
the internet.
They tell you
Jenna Wood
sometimes.
singing out of a popsicle in her underwear.
Yeah, and I can't run for president.
But maybe you could. Maybe you'd win with that kind of vulnerability.
She's just like us.
She sings like this. She has regret.
She has no shame. She has shame or no shame.
Oh, I have a lot of shame. I have a lot of shame.
Ian, what's the most shameful thing you have ever done?
Today? Shameful thing. Like truly bad? Like not cool bad? Looking back on it?
Shame, yeah. Shame's not something that you're proud of. Shame is something that you're
Webster's defines shame.
Oh, there's so much,
Okay.
right? Like exactly. There's so many cringy videos or like, but I think I've talked about it on this show before. I once sabotaged my brother's Christmas gift. They bought him. My mom bought him my aunt bought him a Spider-Man blow up from a roof of a comic book store. There's like life-size Spider-Man, and me and my best friend found it the day before Christmas, and we took pins and just popped it.
You are such an asshole.
I know it was pure cruelty. Cruelty. It was
you're
just
ashamed
really
of
mean.
that to this day.
In hindsight, I'm like, that was so mean.
Like in hindsight, at the time it was hilarious.
I didn't even
but
know
now-
at the time why I thought it was a good idea. I remember doing it too.
Right.
We're just like wrecking this gift.
Got that hot watermelon brain. You just don't know.
Yeah, you just don't know. You just don't know. So that was pretty shameful. But I don't know. I've never done. What about you? You got a deep dark secret you want to share to the World Wide Web?
I no. One time when I was a yeah, it was shit though. This kid on our street would had like a fake charity. I was like 6 at the time. And
He was running a Ponzi scheme?
yeah, he had a fake charity. So he was going around to all these houses and being like, hey, would you like to donate to this, this, and this, and just pocket the money. And he roped in my brother and myself because, I don't know, they wanted money.
Oh.
And so, one day me and my brother went door to door and was like, would you like to give to this charity? And I was like, and they would give us the money, and then we'd be like, hey, thanks. And then...
What was the split? You guys knew it was fake.
I think they just took the money. I was just going.
Your brother and his friend.
And then I come home one day, and my parents are like, "What the hell is this?" And they found out about the charity and taking money, and just lost it. Like I just tears, and they made me do it. Oh my god!
They blackmailed my family.
And then my parents made me go door to door and return every. I mean, we only got like two donations. And we had to go to those places and return the money. I don't know, and apologize and ask them not to press charges. So,
wow! And in your head, as a dumb little kid, you're thinking this is the best cash grab ever.
I mean, I have zero memories of it other than just like crying profusely, and the look of shame or the look of just disgust of all the people as you try and give them their money back and be like, Please don't push charges on me.
We're just a little scammer.
I'm just 6 years old and I just wanted some cash for candy.
That's really funny. I
don't
also
know if
love
it's
that
funny
they
'cause it
didn't
seems
share any of the money with you. You just had to ask.
Yeah, you were the fall guy.
Yo, you're the youngest. Go and be cute and ask for some money.
Seriously.
Yeah, it was probably one of the most shameful things I've done. Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty shameful.
Jenna, do you have a most shameful thing that you've done?
What?
That you love to share with us? Just
no.
As 3 personal friends?
As 3 personal friends?
No one's watching.
No.
That's fair.
Like, I definitely do. But, like...
Was it partying with Epstein? Do you regret that in hindsight?
I wasn't there. I paid the guy. He pulled out the whiteout. What about, like, embarrassing thing? Like, funny embarrassing.
You ever pissed your pants?
Numerous times.
I was once playing Capture the Flag.
Yeah.
And I did not want to reveal my secret hiding spot. And so I pissed myself instead of like getting out of the bush.
That's commitment.
Didn't even take my dick out. I just pissed in the pants, laying there being like, I'm going to win this game. It's crazy. I was
Wait a minute. So let me get this straight. So you found a sweet spot.
Yeah.
You had to go to the bathroom. And,
Yeah.
and people were like looking for you. But
Yeah.
instead of like giving up your spot and getting out of there, you just decided to just drain the weasel.
And just lay in my own piss for the next like 45
Did
minutes.
you end up winning?
Fuck yeah, I won.
Okay.
You don't lose with that kind of dedication.
That's hide and seek. Capture the flag. You have to be active and actually get out
you
and
have to
steal
try
the
and
flag.
Well, I waited till they were gone from my location and then I scurried out of my bush.
Covered in piss.
Covered in piss, stinking like they were like dogs. They could smell me before they could see me.
Oh my god.
You just let everybody else do all the work for you and you just laid in your own piss.
I think I laid so long that the piss dried.
And that's impossible.
Is it in denim? It might have been hours out there. I don't know. I don't know. It happened. I don't know what to tell you.
I feel like you didn't win this game.
Yeah.
A parent pointed at me. It's like, this
If
kid's
you
pissing
won,
himself.
You did lose.
Yeah, even if you got the flag.
I
don't know if that's
definitely
a winning.
lost.
You lost a ton of friends for sure and a bunch of followers.
And
I
a
think
bunch of
today.
subscribers like, wait, what is this? Why do we subscribe to this?
This guy's just talking about pissing his pants every episode.
I'm pissing myself right now just to stay on this show. What about you?
No.
You-
Nothing embarrassing has ever happened to you?
Never played Capture the Flag ever. The one that bothered me when I was a kid was you were like in grade 8, you had to, or 8th grade or whatever people call it, you had to go up and shake hands and get your whatever plaques or whatnot.
Like your
In front of
diploma?
The whole school, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And I got some award for whatever it was. I remember walking up this
Most honestly ran charity.
remember walking up the stairs and I tripped up the stairs. You know, you catch your toe underneath the lip of the thing, and I fell up the stairs and onto the stage there. and I was like, oh my god.
In front of the whole school.
Yeah, in front of the school.
That's like a scene from like Mean Girls or something.
Yeah, but who cares?
Did your gown snag and it rip off?
Yeah, and I was just fully naked under there, except for I was covered in piss at the same time. But yeah, no. I mean, in my mind, that was like the worst thing that's ever happened to me for the next, 3 years or whatever.
Right.
Where you have those flashbacks
Of the
It's
trip.
Like, oh my god, my life. But yeah, I barely remember to this day.
That's okay. Jennifer Lawrence said that. It's cool now.
She did? At
Didn't
the
she
Oscars?
fall going to get her Oscar?
That's cooler though. He's just to get his 8th grade diploma.
And
Yeah.
she didn't pee herself. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you have anything that comes to mind?
Embarrassing stories. Oh my God, so many. So many. I have the one that I can think of is okay. I was on a airplane once. This one I actually cringe when I think about it. I was on an airplane once and I was coming back from Mexico and I was like, I remember I was coming back to like winter in Canada and I was trying to take a nap. And so I had like I had a scarf and I had it like as a blanket and I fell asleep. And I have this habit in my sleep of stripping.
What?
Yeah. This is like real life. And anyway, so I woke up and I had my blanket still, but I wasn't wearing anything underneath it.
You took your shirt off on the plane?
Yeah. And I was sitting beside like a 16-year-old boy at the time. I'm probably like 25.
This kid is like,
And
fuck yeah.
I have no idea where my shirt is at this point because I was also...
Are you wearing a bra?
No, because I was wearing a bathing suit that was like tied around my neck. And I do remember because I was like wearing a tank top, but I remember untying it because it was like uncomfortable.
The bathing suit.
Yeah, like that was like before I went to sleep, but I was still wearing a shirt.
Right.
But I untied the bathing suit because it was like around my neck and then was just like, oh, that's okay. I don't need to be wearing a bra because I'm just going to like tuck myself in. But yeah, no, I woke up just like this.
Tits out wearing a scarf on a plane. Holy shit!
Yeah, and I'm like, there's no way that I wasn't just.
Was this in first class or coach?
It was his coach.
Because if it was first class, this kid is like, I'm only flying like this.
Yeah.
And and then I had to like try and like rummage and like pick up my shirt from the ground and
Do you think the kid noticed?
400%. Like, there's no
He's
way.
staring at you like
What are you
this?
talking about? You're a 16-year-old kid and some 25-year-old girl beside you is taking off her top in her sleep. You just...
He's gone to the bathroom 4 times on this flight.
Yeah, no, but I remember like, because I remember waking up and kind of being like, let me like, oh man.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, so that one is a one that I'm glad that I just shared with the internet.
Did you catch eyes with the people in the row at
I
least?
closed my eyes for the rest of the flight. I turtled underneath my thing and was just like, oh my God, I can't
Just
believe.
sweating profusely.
The
Oh
worst
my
thing is
God.
when you stood up when the plane
Like, my
landed,
face is hot even thinking about it.
your pants were off.
And I had pissed myself.
And you pissed yourself.
It was a triple whammy.
Wow, that's funny.
That is that unique feeling of being embarrassed where just like your whole body gets so warm.
That's right now.
Oh, yeah.
That's right now.
That's right now. And like just like break into like nervous hives. My voice cracked.
Yeah. Nervous hives, hey? You get hives?
Nope.
No.
Or bruises.
Just bruises?
No, I don't even get those.
You don't get bruises?
No, I don't. It's always weird when I see a bruise because I'm like, how did you get that?
Really? I get bruises. I like that makes me want to punch you.
Yeah.
I'm sure
I
they're-
was like, let's try this
I was
out.
thinking that too. People right now are like, I'll bruise this piece of shit.
Yeah, let us punch you in the arm and let's see if you get a bruise next podcast here.
How hard are you gonna punch?
Like pretty
It's
hard.
I don't
Say
like.
give
I
me
don't
a
like
bruise.
this game. No, I don't want
Did
this.
you ever play the game Doorknob?
How do you play that?
I can't remember exactly how it goes, but you're in the school, you're in the recess, right? And
This sounds like a made up game already.
It
for
will.
people
It was
to-
for sure.
It's like that kid lying. Yeah, we used to play this game in my other school. It's fucking. And there's 3 guys.
Well, I can't remember if somebody farts and then you have to yell doorknob. And if you have to touch a doorknob before everyone beats the shit out of you.
Oh.
They just hit
Don't. Oh, like it's a real.
No,
thing.
it
That
does
was their
ring somewhat of a
birthday,
bell.
And you had to yell doorknob, and then you get to pummel the person until they touch a doorknob, and then they're safe.
There wasn't no doorknobs at your school.
No,
at your forest school.
It was all just like
You never
tree
had,
arches.
you must have had a game like that. I mean, guys always have games like that. They have the sack game. You just go around hitting each other in the nuts.
Do you remember this game when you'd show the circle hand thing and then you'd get a punch?
Yeah, that's right.
We should start bringing that back in our 30s.
If you have an older brother, you just get punched for flinching.
Yeah, for being a human being with instincts.
Yeah. If you ever fake hitting them, or you fake hitting somebody and if they flinch, that's 2 for flinching.
Yeah.
And then they just get
beat the shit out of you while you sit there.
You're just like, oh, I guess that makes sense.
Punch buggy?
Punch buggy, yeah, that's
Punch
true.
buggy, no returns.
Less popular now because that vehicle's not quite as big.
Oh, less popular. I thought you said that's popular.
Oh, that's making a huge comeback.
I mean, I think that's why it worked in the past was because there were few then as well.
Right.
It was like, oh, a punch buggy.
And
Good.
then there was this like weird resurgence of
It was a boom.
punch buggies.
Yeah.
Beatles.
They were called. Yeah, they had a moment. You're looking at me like, oh, you want to punch me?
I do. I want to make sure that I give you get you that bruise.
When was the last time you had a bruise?
Jenny, you're saying how you punched that cop in the face.
That's right. January 6th, you were.
No, not at January 6th. I was just telling Scott, I'm like, that was my most shameful moment, but I wasn't going to tell it on the internet. But here we are.
I like that
The year
moment.
was, I don't know. The year was 19-year-old Jenna going into a bar at 8 o'clock at night in Lethbridge, Alberta, wasted. And then my boyfriend at the time got kicked out because he was too drunk because he tried to start a fight because it was Lethbridge, Alberta. And then I followed him out because he got kicked out by the bouncer. And as we were walking, because there was still like a big line to get into the bar because it was 8 o'clock. And when I was walking out, there was a police officer there, and like he tried to like grab me, I guess. Like we were being escorted out. And I decided the one time in my entire life that I'm going to punch somebody in the face is going to be this police officer.
No.
Right now. And so 19-year-old, like literally I've never punched anybody ever had before.
You decided the person with the most authority possible. I am going to.
The person with a real crime
8 o'clock
to
on
do
a
this.
Monday, the first Monday of the semester.
yeah.
Like I remember, they had $4 mini pitchers, and it was a country bar called Essie's. Anyway, and I punched this cop in the face, but there was still a lineup to get there. So there was and it's a small town, so like I knew people in the lineup, and then this cop proceeds to like tackle me to the ground and handcuff me because I fucking punched the cop in
Deservingly
the
so.
face. Like, of course you would. And it's so funny because I was like kind of known as somebody that like punched the cop in the face, but it was like not like a cool like I know.
You woke up the next morning being like, I'm the cop punching girl?
Well, I woke up the next morning in prison, but I at the time it was so not cool because I just started like bawling. It was like Scott with the charity. Like I just started bawling. I was like on the ground. I had like skinned my forehead when he tackled me. I was in cuffs. Everybody was looking. I was just like crying profusely. And like my makeup was everywhere. And then he puts me in the back of the cop car and I'm like, I'm sorry, did I hurt you? I'm sorry. Like the least cool cop assaulter ever. And I'm so sorry, did I hurt you? And he's like, yeah, don't. He said, I remember he said, he's like, don't
Don't worry about it.
Don't insult me.
No,
He started crying too.
Anyway, but I was crying, and then they took me to the drunk tank, and I had to spend the night in jail. And and it was so embarrassing though. This is the most shameful, like that's shameful. Whatever, you punch a cop, you're 19. Everybody does it. But the most shameful moment, or the most embarrassing moment, to tie that back in, was when I was in the cell. I was in the cell. There was 2 other women there, and they were both like passed out on the ground. And they had like taken
It's a
my
crazy
shoes and stuff.
town.
I was like, I was cold, but there was a camera, obviously, because you're like in a cell. And there was a camera, and I was so drunk that I was trying to like reason with the camera because I was like, somebody must be watching the camera. If this is anywhere on the internet, this needs to get scrubbed because this is for sure my most embarrassing moment. Because there's like a camera in the corner, and I'm like talking to him like, look, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, but I was trying to be really quiet because there was like people sleeping.
You were really acting it out with your hands.
So I was like, I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to. I can I go? It's so cold.
Begging to the camera that no one is watching.
To the camera. Oh my god. And I swear I probably had a conversation with the camera for like a full hour before I passed out on that concrete block.
You're living a whole life. So then the morning they didn't charge you, they just let you go?
No, he did. I had a conversation with him, and he was like, look, like that's assault. That could be on your permanent record, this, that, and the other thing. And I was like, I'm really sorry. I was just really drunk. And like luckily he gave me a break because
Alberta cops.
That's quick 5 to 10.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah,
and,
seriously.
And he was like, you didn't hit me that hard. And I was like, oh, that's what he said. He said, don't flatter yourself. Because I was like, did I hurt you when I was drunk? He was like, don't flatter yourself.
Because in your mind, you punched him so hard with like so much
haymaker
power.
to the face.
Yeah,
When
but you've
actually
never
it's
thrown a
probably
punch
like
in your life. Yeah.
It's probably like an open palm.
Before he blocked it with jujitsu and just...
Yeah, no, it was awful. I remember my boyfriend at the time, he like picked me up and I like went into his car and he's so mad. And I was like, hey. And he was like,
how was your
what the
night?
fuck? And I was like, shh. I'm so tired. He was like, what the fuck happened? I was like,
Oh my gosh. The feeling of guilt the next morning, like the hangover of being like, I'm waking up in jail from doing that must have been insane.
Honestly, this sounds even worse because like obviously it was like very bad and that's a very bad thing to do. Don't punch cops. But I was like more embarrassed about like
The conversation with the camera.
the conversation with the camera, which I didn't tell anybody about that one. So that was one. But I was more embarrassed about just like at 8:00, just like bawling my eyes out in front of all those people in handcuffs.
In line.
And I feel like they left me there for like a half an hour. Like, and that's probably not true, but that's like where the shame comes from. Because I was like, man, I was not cool. I did not play that.
All these sober people, relatively, because it's 8 p.m. People coming out of restaurants,
No,
dinner.
it was Lethbridge, Alberta. Nobody's sober ever.
Nobody's sober, and why would they be?
Real quick, do you think that your most shameful moment has already happened?
Ooh.
That depends.
I hope so. For my soul, anyways. That's the most shameful moment.
I feel like I could one up.
If there's any cops out there, watch out, because Jenna's on a tear. Your faces may be in danger.
That's our show!
This has been a Pagliacci podcast.